What's up, folks? Here it is again. Another edition of the Panther Fan Talk, the 13-0 edition. I'm Eric, and with me always is Will.
That's right, 13-0 Panthers.
Dad.
Rolling into the first place Giants.
Dad.
At least tied for first place in their division.
Oh, really? They must have a pretty good record then, huh?
I don't know if that's... I don't know what that really means, except for the fact that they are playing for the playoffs.
Right.
They are, could potentially somehow end up here in Carolina playing in the playoffs. They just beat the Dolphins.
Heck of a game.
They actually beat the Dolphins on, 31-24? And coincidentally enough, the last time we played up there, they beat us 31-18, almost 24. But the last time we actually played them, we beat them 38-zip. Same thing we just beat Atlanta by. So there's your PFT fun fact of the day. So what you looking forward to?
Well, obviously, the matchup everybody's looking forward to, man, is going to be Odell Beckham Jr. against the number one corner in the nation, in the world, Josh Norman. That's going to be freaking huge. You got Odell Beckham Jr. who's making, these freaking highlight reel, I've never seen in my lifetime catches against Josh Norman, who's just shutting down everybody he's been playing against, man. That's going to be a heck of a matchup. That's the main key for me.
I just realized fun fact number 2, and that's that Odell Beckham wore his Joker cleats.
Saw that.
Monday night, and of course all the Panther fans know, and the Giants are about to find out, that the Dark Knight is the moniker that Josh Norman's been going by. So the whole Batman thing, and now you've got Odell Beckham, the Joker. It's gonna be a fun matchup. I know Norman said he spent Monday on their day off watching film. He spent Tuesday on their day off and his birthday watching film. Yep. And he's jacked up for the game and ready. Both guys have also, though, said they have respect for each other, which is, I kind of like Norman better when he don't have respect for the other guy and just goes out there to terminate him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he had some big respect to Julio Jones. But either way, man, that's a heck of a matchup. One of the best wide receivers in the league, if not the best this year, playing against the best corner in the league, man. I mean, a lot more could you ask for right there. And then, if you want to get into the quarterback battle, Eli Manning versus the MVP, or shall I say Cam VP, Mr. Cam Newton himself.
Cam's having a great season. Already over 3,000 yards. Of course, so is Eli, but they're a pass-happy offense,
right.
Mostly because they're, usually down. Their defense sucks. Actually, even when they're up, they end up down. So, but
Yep.
Yeah, Cam MVP season. I would definitely say we've got the edge at quarterback.
I agree.
They've got the edge at receiver. Well, we've got the answer for that. And at running back, though, I would have said we got the advantage. And I guess I still lean that way in the running game with number one rushing offense, but we're going to be without Jonathan Stewart.
Yeah, that's a pretty big loss, man. Jonathan Stewart's not going to be playing someday, but at the same time, you want him healthy and ready for the playoffs. In comes the next best, the next guy up, Fozzie Whitaker. We've got Mike Tolbert, and maybe finally
Tolldozer.
We get a chance to see Captain America. Well, no, wait, that's Luke Kuechly.
They probably won't put him.
He could get a couple carries. Why not? He could do everything else.
He's fast.
Yeah, he's fast. Kevin Artis Payne, man. Maybe we actually get a chance to see what that dude can do. I've been looking forward to him getting a couple touches.
So yeah, maybe Cap gets in there. Cameron Artis Payne. I'm a huge fan of Artis Payne from what little bit we've seen
in the preseason.
I'm looking forward to this. I really think he could go out here if he gets any carries. There's no guarantee. I mean, maybe Whitaker gets 25 carries. In fact, maybe that's where you go in FanDuel. Just a little heads up. But Artis Payne, man, I think if he gets the opportunity, he's gonna be a terror in this league.
I agree.
So the biggest worry I have is the communication on the read option. Stewart and Cam are tremendous with the read option.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more to do with Cam and the fact that, I mean, his great ball control. We've seen it with him going into the end zone. Like, it's impossible to take the ball from him.
Yep.
So I think maybe it's, he's going to do the same thing no matter who the back is, as far as stick it in there for however long and then rip it out at the last second, and, they can't hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
But I am worried about that communication a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, a week, that's probably not going to be long enough to, actually get everything perfect. But maybe they can get enough practice to where, they can get things down to where they know what everybody's doing. But going back to the receivers and the cornerbacks, we got a big loss in Ben Wickery. He's out. Not sure if Charles Tillman's going to be playing. What do you think about all that?
Yeah, I mean, the injury front, we dominated the Falcons,
Mm-hmm.
so much so, I mean, there's really nothing to talk about, except for the fact that we blow them out, they're doo-doo, and we took some injuries, man. Olsen, Stewart,
Ben Wickery.
and Ben Wickery is the big one coming out of the game. I mean, he's basically a starter. I mean, he has been a starter lately because the Tillman injury.
Mm-hmm.
But even when Tillman's healthy, I mean, we play nickel all the time.
Yeah.
So he's a starter. I mean, a lot of people think, well, they lost their nickel back, whoop-de-doo, but he's not just a nickel back. As OX4 Sports put it this week, he's the nickel back, like, maybe in the league. Maybe he's the nickel back in the league. And he's a starter. I mean, he's going to be hard to replace. Obviously, we brought in Finnegan, and I think we did that with the outlook that maybe Tillman may not even come back.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I know Tillman practiced today. Rivera said that he was good to go as far as today, but there was still no, promising, that he will actually be here. It's just they didn't put him on IR today.
Right.
If we lose both those guys, that's a huge blow. Not just this week, but for the long term.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the main concern right there. Who's going to, shut down the number 2? I'm not sure who that is. And even if the number 2, Beckham Jr. lines up in the slot, which I heard Tom Coughlin talking about a lot. He's saying he's seen that Josh Norman doesn't really cover the best receivers in the slot anymore. Whatever that is, but
that may change with Ben Wickery out.
Yeah, it should. It should.
Also, they got Will Ta. I think it's their tight end's name. He's a real solid tight end, and that's another place that our slot, because they play so much, we actually get a lot of coverage on tight ends with our slot defensive back, with our nickel defensive back. So I'm not worried about it. We still got Luke, we still got Shaq, but when we do go to nickel, is this going to put us in a situation where we're putting our safeties covering tight ends? Because Lord, I hope not. I'll roll out there with Teddy Williams guarding whoever that other guy is, as opposed to Roman Harper running down the middle of the field with a tight end.
Yeah, but I mean, will he tie? Will he not? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see if he's going to tie or not. Like, is he going to go for the win? And it's gonna...
You just don't know.
As far as coming to tight end, man, we got to put Thomas Davis, one of the better tight end coverage. I mean, we got Thomas Davis, freaking Luke Kuechly, Shaq Thompson.
We might have the 3 best coverage tight ends in the league.
I'm not worried about the tight end.
Coverage linebackers, they're probably not going to play tight end.
Anybody but Roman Harper, man. This freaking, those 3 besides Roman Harper. How about that?
We've now put Luke at running back earlier. I just put him at tight end.
Tight end. The dude can do it, man. Like, play a little bit of quarterback.
Captain America, he's all over the
that junk. Like, we need a 20-yard field goal. I think he's got that.
But yeah, we got the best coverage linebackers in the league, especially as a group. But maybe we just have the top 3. Those guys are phenomenal. So
AJ Klein.
Maybe that's the answer. Maybe we just end up doing a lot more 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the other side, the other team, defensively, the Giants.
What's their stats like? You know their stats?
Their offense has been really productive this year at times, but their defense, over 400 yards a game, giving up. I don't really see them shutting us down. You already talked about Cam. We talked about our offense, but their pass rush not what you would call stellar. We got Short leading with 9 sacks. Their leader's got 5.
Yeah.
Their interception leader's got 3. We got Coleman with 7. Just defensively, there's big plays to be made against that team. So I don't really see them slowing us down. I don't see Beckham Jr. going off. I mean, maybe he is the most productive against Norman. He's the one that scares me the most, even coming into the season against Norman. But 6 catches, 75 yards, I mean, that's not going to beat us.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Julio Jones, between him and Odell Beckham, that's probably 1 and 2 right now in the league. Odell Beckham, he's freaking heck of a wide receiver. But, Josh Norman's been shouting to everybody, man. Like you said, I that's where I was leaning. Maybe like 5 catches, 50 yards, 6 for 75. That's nothing to worry about. Their defense, though, I mean, if they're worse than the Saints, we should have no problem scoring.
Exactly, 32nd in the league.
We should have no problem scoring on them with or without Jonathan Stewart. So, I mean,
Yeah. So with that said, this is the game that I highlighted as the one that breaks our streak if our streak gets broken. That was back, like week 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there when we said it. But I don't see the streak getting broken. And I'm going Carolina 38, just like the last time we played them. Only this time they get 18.
That's a good one. I was kind of leaning that way, but since you said 38, the Giants still have a little bit of something to play for. They can still win the East somehow after being, 5 and 7. I think maybe they're 6 and 7. I don't know, but we obviously still can't lay down because Arizona's only lost 2 games. We still got 3 games left. We lose this game, all of a sudden we're only a game up against Arizona. So I'm going to say we take it 35-17 and pretty much blow out in New York.
So, sorry Av and the other Giants fans, but hey, you'll still be able to win your sorry division.
Maybe.
I expect all of them will probably lose this week. But unless they're playing each other, I don't know. I hadn't looked at the rest of the East. But even if they are, it'll probably be a tie. You'll still be in it. Don't worry about it. So that's it. Check us out
at Panther Fan Talk on Twitter, and I'm at Eric the 65 on Twitter.
Be sure to be back here. Check us out every week. Panther Fan Talk. 100 subs coming up fast. Doing the giveaway.
We got 90 right now, I think.
So as always, keep pounding.
Dab on 'em.